Okay, so this is a campaign we've done very recently, which was to help shift tickets to an event. It's actually a very well-known event in the UK. Well, it's actually a very well-known event all throughout the world, but in this particular campaign, we were focused on their UK, the UK event specifically. So the ticket prices for this event started at minimum £800. The client has a great name in the industry they're in, and his brand obviously helps. We had that in our favor. He's probably one of the very few guys that could probably sell a £800 ticket to cold audience, but essentially they wanted more ticket sales for their events, and this was a campaign we started mid-January, and then we ran it for a few weeks to try and see how the digital strategy could play out. They never really relied upon a digital strategy. They've always filled their events through affiliates and partners. So this was the first year they actually decided to put together a digital strategy and try and get some sales. And we came on board and we put together a strategy and a bunch of ads, and for that particular, for just 1 month alone, we got an extra 300 tickets. So that was a good proof of concept to kind of like say that this particular strategy would work for them, and that this is a path that is good for them. We ended up spending almost 50 grand, made more than 150 grand, and 3x ROI. The goal was to try and get ticket sales for under £200, so we obviously came in way under, and they're very happy with the 3x ROI. It's actually a lot more. There were multiple tracking issues with this client because of the technology they use, and like having all sorts of other things going on. The tracking was not 100%, but when we matched sales up with when we matched the Facebook data up with the actual sales they got, they actually had a lot more sales. So it's actually a lot higher than this, but even a reported 3x ROI, they're very happy with that. And you can see we put together a whole bunch of cold and warm ad sets. Some did very well, some didn't do too well, and I think we ended up creating maybe over like 80 or so ads within this particular month. So there was lots of ads, lots of testing. You can see some ad sets we had an amazing ROI. So on this one, 13x ROAS. On this one, almost 8x ROAS. So we had some great ads running that brought in some great sales, and that obviously allowed us to then build on this campaign and push it further. But this is just one example of getting, essentially, as you can see here, 295 purchases, so 295 ticket sales. Minimum ticket price is £800, okay, all within a month. We spent £50,000 and we generated back of what was track sales almost 155,000. But as I say, there were campaigns where there were sales that weren't tracked, so it would actually be a lot more. But even with what Facebook is reporting, they're very happy with that. And we did a whole bunch of stuff. We did targeting by countries, targeting cold, targeting the warm audiences, targeting their brand, targeting celebrities, lots of retargeting campaigns, lookalikes. With this client, as I said, we had a great bunch of creatives and a good base to go on from and produce the kind of results that we did. And I think up until the end of February, we generated over 400 ticket sales, and they were very happy with that. The event is in April. It's still continuing, and I can do a further update to kind of like share exactly how that's going. I can't do it right now, but I will share as we progress along. I can share exactly how the campaign is progressing along.